It's Saturday, November 9th, and I'm heading in this evening for my afternoon hunt. I wasn't able to film this morning, but it was just an absolute heartbreaker. I got in there and was getting set up and instantly was covered up in bucks all morning. The only problem was the spot I was hunting, I felt like I was just barely out of the game. So I got down and made a ground setup. And while I was setting up, one of the two target bucks, I'll show you a picture of him right here, came in to about 10 yards. And I drew back on him and I needed him to clear a couple trees, and then I had a perfect shot. And unfortunately he winded me and took off. So definitely not the way I like it to go, but that's hunting. I'm gonna head to the railroad crossing spot. I haven't hunted that really since back in October. And like I've mentioned in other videos before, it starts to get really good from now until the end of this month with the bucks using that pinch point as a cruising area. So I did hunt yesterday evening with my son. We saw a little buck come out and a couple coyotes, but other than that, that was it. So hopefully tonight goes like this morning did. The only difference is that I seal the deal on that buck or another buck. So I'll see you guys once I'm set up. All right, I got set up. If you've watched any of my videos before, you know what the railroad crossing is I'm talking about. If you haven't watched it, any of them, basically what it is there's an old railroad that doesn't work anymore. In between both of them, it pinches down between two blocks of timber. And right about this time, going on into November, it starts to get good with the bucks using it as a thoroughfare to go from one doe bedding area to another. So the trail camera pictures in the last week have definitely started to pick up with my bucks that are my targets. Plus I've had one that I've never seen before show up earlier this week. He was real wide. I'll show a picture right here. So this is usually what happens is about this time, November 9th and on, I start getting a lot more activity on this camera and at this location. So, like I mentioned, I hunted this morning, and the reason why I wasn't able to film is that it basically rained the whole morning. And if anybody who self-films know, rain plus electronics don't mix. So, I'm hoping that buck isn't spooked too bad. I don't think he knew what I was, and I'm not sure if he winded me or not. Long story short is I got down, I moved, I made a ground setup, and I don't know if he winded me. It's a possibility because I was really cutting it close, or if he just didn't know what I was, but he blew once and took off. He didn't head this direction, but that doesn't mean that he didn't make a big circle and head over into the block of woods directly to my west. So we're set up here. I'm going to hunt this tonight. If nothing happens tonight, I'm going to leave everything in the tree and come back and hunt in the morning. The wind's supposed to switch right now. It's southeast. It's supposed to switch to west. So that'll hit me directly in the face, and anything coming from my west in the morning shouldn't wind me at all. So we'll sit in here and see what the evening brings. Alright, so we're set up for tonight's hunt. I brought a blind in and just popped it up. So we're going to be hunting it for the first time. The spot that I've got it set up is usually where I set up for rifle. Rifle's next weekend, so I went ahead and just got it set up today. And we're going to go ahead and hunt it today. As you can see, I got my son with me. Say hello, Clayton. So the setup here is I got 3 blocks of timber all around me. And from now until, I don't know, first week of December, these bucks just start cruising back and forth between these 3 blocks, and I'll pan around here in a minute and kind of show you the setup we have. So we got in here pretty clean, got in here early, got set up quietly, and now we're just gonna wait. My cameras today have been pretty quiet. So this morning's hunt I had, as you guys saw, I had that little spike come in, work the scrape, and move on. Other than that, like I said, all my cameras have been pretty quiet. Activity shut off about 10:15. So we'll sit in here tonight and see if anything moves through. If not, tomorrow's Veterans Day. I'm off tomorrow. He doesn't have school. We'll probably come in here after daybreak. I don't want to wake him up too early, and sit this for a midday hunt. So yeah, we'll see what comes through.